up, y'all? It's your girl, La the girl, and I'm back with another video. And today we were supposed to be getting into how I basically don't have my job anymore at Mickey D's and how I quit / got fired. Y'all, they just make me so sick. But yeah, make sure that y'all like, comment, and hit that bell. That means subscribe, because only the haters wouldn't. And let's just get into the video. To be honest, I did say that I was gonna try to not edit anything out for real, but if I have to, then I will, so you'll know if it's like edited or not. But besides all that, let's get into the video. So if nobody knows me, or if nobody knows by now, I have been working at Mickey D's for like not a long time or anything, but for like a good month or two. It's been like a good 2.5 months maybe, and I was working there, and I basically got hired like on the spot just because they're always taking workers. And I got there, and like once I started working there, I was chilling. Like, I mean, I was doing my job properly, but I was chilling at the same time because I was making money. And then stuff started going left. So it's gonna be a couple of problems in here that y'all are probably gonna be like, oh, she's overreacting, oh, she's over exaggerating, but like, I am so definitely not over exaggerating. So let me tell you, I get in there, and this isn't just about my first day, but this is like my everyday routine. I go in and they teach me my stuff, and after a while I'm supposed to be good at it, or they think that I'm supposed to be good at it, which I'm not. That's just not how my brain works. Like, my brain just doesn't be like, oh, you do it a couple times and then so and so. Like, my brain, don't quote me on this, but like, my brain is not gonna be, I was gonna say I'm like, it'd be a little slow, but we're not even gonna go there. But nah, it's not even that. It's just sometimes like I can't comprehend so many things, considering that I have to do multiple tasks where I am already. So it just doesn't make, like, some stuff just doesn't make sense to me. And pretty much I go in there, and we're gonna start with actually the day that it happened. And the day that it happened is actually pretty recent. It was like the 22nd, like it wasn't the other day. It doesn't matter. The point is, it started there on a Friday, so it probably was the 22nd. And I get there, and apparently there's supposed to be some important people coming, like pretty important people, the inspectors or whatever. And I had no problem with that, because the thing is, before, like, they would always try to like get prepared for if the inspectors were coming. But the thing was, inspectors weren't there yet. So you know how like people are at fast food restaurants, you have to be on it whether the inspectors are there or not. And plus, it's just your manager there, so the manager is going to always make sure that you're on top of things, regardless of if the inspector is there before or after. It doesn't even matter. Or even if the inspector isn't there at all, you know how managers are. So yeah. And to be real, I hated it there. I'm not gonna lie to you, because y'all, like, I was getting picked on like real bad, because I'm small. Like, I was like the smallest one out of every person there, because I'm not too big. I'm like those people are not in my weight class. I'm not in theirs. So it was like, I guess it was easier for them to pick on me, because you know, like once you're new, or you're supposed to be getting the hang of stuff around there, then they don't do too much. But they really tried it with me, especially me, because I am the smallest. And I'm not even going to use that as an excuse. Bear with me, I'm not going to lie. Even though I've been the smallest all my life, I'm not gonna let nobody push me around. And I guess that's what they thought that they were finna do, and they didn't. And the only thing that it made me do was leave. And it was just that simple. And the way that it happened was just crazy, because I went in there, and then apparently everybody was telling me what was going on. Well, one of the people that was working with me, one of my coworkers, said, "Oh, hey, this is happening today, so you need to do this, and we're not going to be able to help you." And then and the thing that I had to do was make the burgers. Mind y'all, I ain't never made their burgers, so I was confused on how the stuff was supposed to go. And you're probably thinking, "Oh, you just do this, this, and that." Meat, like you're supposed to do bread, meat, all this stuff, bread, meat, cheese, all that, blah, blah, blah. Not that simple, because if you actually worked in a fast food restaurant, they want stuff a very, very, very specific way, and you have to do it exactly their way, or they're just not gonna want you there at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's not that simple with them. You can't like find loopholes to do your job. You know, there's no way, because if they want it done a specific way, then they want it done a specific way. There were some things where there was like, "I don't care what you do, just get it done." So those were the times where I was like, okay, this makes it easier. But there are specific ways that things were supposed to be done, and I couldn't follow through on it. Not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. Now, the reason why I couldn't is because, here's the reason. They tried this right then and there. As they were telling me that inspectors were supposed to be coming in that day. I don't know if they were supposed to be coming in that day, or if they were just hoping that they come in, or preparing for them to come in, because you know how they do. If you work in fast food, you know. If you know, you know. And pretty much the dude that was training me was telling me how they're coming in, and I had to get on to doing burgers and stuff like that. Mind you, I've never done this a day in my life, because my manager sits me wherever, like, my manager has always sat me wherever he wanted me to be at the time. And I only did the assembling, which was just not even making the burgers, but just putting stuff on the burgers, you know, lettuce, meat, cheese, blah, blah, blah. Y'all already know. And then, I did all that, so I'm used to doing that, and my chores like dishes, mopping, sweeping, which everybody else does, but my chores were mainly dishes a lot of the times. So I had no problem with doing stuff like that and assembling, or just doing little stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not good at confrontation a lot of the times, so that's why I was never at register or any other spot. So I did not know what else to do besides be in the back. So I was always in the back, and I always took a lot of shit for it, because people in the back take more shit just because you have to, like, you're the one making the food, or, you know, making stuff that's fresh. So yeah, the point is that there were supposed to be important people coming in, and I was supposed to do the burgers. And the dude that was trying to help me, he said, you're basically saying that I was the one that was supposed to be doing it, and I can't get help. But he was trying to train me. Mind you, I said, "I don't know how to do this." And then he told me, "Yes, you do." So now I'm like, you're literally trying to gaslight me into thinking that you did something, like train me. Mind y'all, I told y'all earlier, just a while ago, that the manager, he told me not to focus on anything but what I was doing before. And what did I say I was doing? Assembling and dishes. I did assembling and dishes. And dishes dishes was like a while away. Like I wouldn't leave till like 10 o'clock at night, which is not a bad time. Like that's fine, but I wouldn't leave till like 10 at night until I got those dishes done. And most of the time I did my chores early, so they should never even had a problem with me. And I felt like they should have just let me stick to what I was doing, but they just wanted me to do more than, you know, that I could handle. Plus, I was just mad because they kept on trying to gaslight me and tell me that and really tell me and get it in my head that they trained me when they didn't. Because when the dude that was training me told me, yes, we did, I was like, no, you didn't. I'm not going to sit up there and like, I'm going to keep on arguing with him, because my thing is, you're not going to sit up here and make me act like I'm crazy. I said, no, I'm so sure that people told me to stick to this thing, so I'm sticking to my thing. I was literally minding my business for the whole month or two that I was there. And while they was talking, like, that's how long they've been saying that I was there. They tried to tell me, oh yeah, like, I was there for a month or two and I still didn't get things right, when I was like, okay, I did get this stuff right, but at the last minute, when you knew you didn't train me and you knew that there were specific precautions that you needed to handle and stuff like that, you put the person that you did not train, and you know you didn't train, up front to do something that they knew that they couldn't do, and you knew that they couldn't do. So it was just stupid, I'm not gonna lie. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather be in retail, because Mickey D's is not it. The people there are terrible. Like, or I'm not gonna say all the people there, but there are some there were some coworkers that like really made me feel like okay, like everything was gonna be okay. But in real life, they were doing it longer than me, and they can handle getting pushed around. But I don't like people telling me what to do, like regardless of. And I'm not even saying that as in like, you know, like it's just, I'm not gonna say I don't like people. No, I don't like people telling me what to do. Fuck it. But I don't like people telling me what to do. But it's one of those things where when it does come to a job, I can't handle, of course, people telling me what to do, because I don't want people thinking, oh, well, if you don't like people telling you what to do, then maybe it's your fault, because, you know, maybe you're the one that lost the job. No, because a lot of people were talking about me. A lot of people were saying all this stuff about me there, and I was being as respectful as can be. Even though I say things like, oh, I don't like being told what to do and stuff like that, I still get the job done. And as much as I don't like it, I know that it's a job, because people like to sit up there and say stuff like that, where if I say stuff like I don't like being told what to do, people think, you know, I'm the reason for, you know, losing my job just because I don't like being told what to do. But even my family and everybody else knew that I was doing exactly what I was told, and I said that I was changed. I said that I wasn't going to be acting the same way that I used to, because not everybody know me, but I had plenty anger issues. I still low-key do. I'm not going to cap. But I put that aside and made sure that the only person that I was listening to was the person that was bossing me around. So I made sure to listen. That was the thing. So people can't be up here telling me, oh, well, it's your fault because you don't like getting told what to do, when I got bossed around the whole time just for them to try to act like they did something and try to act like they taught me something when they know they didn't do shit. So it was just stupid. And to be honest, like I said, I had a whole bunch of people talking about me, and I know the dude that was, when I tell y'all, I'm pretty sure the dude that was like training me was fake, just because, I don't know, like he didn't try to help me the first time. There was no help the first time. Like they just throw you in there and then automatically think that you should just know how to do stuff. And mind you, even though like it had been a month or two, I just wasn't ready for that, because I was like, I'm not fast enough for this job. Like, it was just that. Sorry to say it, but that's just the truth. And I was like, hey, that's just that. And like I said, I think the dude that was training me was fake, just because he was like telling me how, he basically was telling me that he got tired of people talking about me, so that's why he was training me. In which it might not sound like bad with the way that I'm saying it, but it just felt like, okay, if people are talking about me so much and you know, it was one of those things where I don't really care about people talking about me. It's more so like, I just don't like you doing it for the reason that you're doing it, and the reason that you chose was just because people was talking about me. You didn't actually want to help me. You just did it because you were tired of hearing about me, which means you a bitch. I'm sorry, y'all, but no. For the most part, I said I will not be going back there ever again. I'm pretty sure I don't want any more damn McDonald's fries, no more McCrispies, no more. Well, I don't know about that. I might go back on the McCrispies. No, but for real, like, it's just one of those things where, like, I'm sorry, y'all. My brother had came in, but yeah, pretty much. It's not even about the fact that people were talking about me, because I could give a flying flip about who is speaking on my name or who is talking about me or what I messed up. But it's the fact that them people in there, they're not, it's like they're not there to help you for real. They just throw you in there and then expect you to know how to do it first week or first 2 weeks, because that's exactly what they did to me. And I was like, no. And then the last part I'm gonna tell y'all, because I don't want this video to be too long, but, and I'm not gonna lie, I might just name this my little rant, because I don't got nobody else to talk to and it's still on my mind. But pretty much they tried to sit me down. One of my managers, it was a lady manager, she sat me down and she had a piece of paper in her hand, and I think she was trying to get me to sign something saying that, like, you know, everything was over, you know, like the job itself and everything. She sat me in there and read off the stuff to me saying how, Lanaya, I don't know if you want to try, like, if you, pretty much, it was along the lines of, I don't know if you're trying or not, or basically telling me, like, I wasn't trying enough, you know, and as long as that I had been there, which was for like a good month or two, not too long, as much as I've been there, they said that they thought that I wasn't trying. They thought that I just wasn't showing initiative to be there, in which, truthfully, there's been a lot of times where I was like, I don't want to be there because of the fact that the people were not helping me. It wasn't the fact that I just didn't want to work. It was the fact that you didn't help me. So no, I'm not gonna blame myself for that, because they tried to pick on me, and I'm not gonna take that from anybody. So I don't care. A month or two, I said I'll find some other stuff to do, but I'm not gonna let somebody keep on picking up on me and pushing up on me and telling me what you did and didn't teach me, because you're liars. That's it. And yeah, they tried to sit up there and say that they taught me specific stuff when they know they didn't. They didn't sit me down and teach it to me. They just expected me to know it. And I was like, that's just not how things work. So I basically quit fired. And when I say quit fired, I mean, I told them, I said, hey, respectfully, I can't do this. I said, I can't do this, and I'm sorry. I said, this job is not for me. And I think they were trying to get me to sign something, but I said no, because I basically said my 2 weeks. So hopefully that does not stop me from getting any other jobs, or else I'm gonna have to go back down there soon, because we're gonna have to meet. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, nah. But real talk, it is just one of those things where I couldn't handle the pressure. And usually sometimes I am good at, like, I'm really good under pressure sometimes, but this time with this type of job, and then they didn't warn me, I just wasn't good at it. And then I was packed up on orders that I knew I couldn't do, and And yeah, like they just expected too much. I'm not gonna say expected too much out of me, because of course it's a job. People are gonna expect a lot from you and stuff like that. That wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that they expected so much out of me, and they expected that much but didn't try to put that much work into explaining stuff to me and then put me out there like that, you know. Because if they would have explained stuff better, and on top of that showed me stuff hands-on, instead of putting me in one station and telling me to focus on one thing and don't focus on anybody else, if they never had told me to focus on anybody else, well, I think I said that wrong. If they had never told me to just focus on my thing, then I would have been steady fine at the same job, getting yelled at all the time, which I wanted to leave anyway. So I'm glad that they did something to piss me off, just so that way I could leave, because it wasn't worth it. I was like, the money isn't worth it. And even my mama said there's other places like downtown that pays a lot more than what they pay. Like, I'm not finna be over here crying about a Mickey D's job, which is the lamest fucking job ever. So yeah, that type of thing. And like I said, at the end, the whole thing that happened at the end was I just took my gloves off, and then I gave one of the managers back my hat, and that was it. And I didn't talk to nobody else. We were gonna go back down there to like talk to them, but my mom said I basically did it right, and she said that I was respectful. I basically gave my 2 weeks notice. I basically had already gave my 2 weeks notice to them just that day, and not on paper. Instead of giving them paper, I said it out of my mouth. So there should not be anything wrong, and I didn't disrespect them to their faces, and everything was good, unless they just needed paper. But besides that, hey, I'm just gonna have to find something else. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call this my little rant, like a real talk, because any other job I get, y'all probably gonna start hearing about it. Not about me getting fired, but you know, it just depends, because I don't think there's anything that I would need to tell y'all about my jobs. But you know, it just depends on what, like, how that stuff follows up or whatever. If I was at work or getting a new job and stuff like that. But with all that said, make sure y'all like, comment, and hit that bell. That means subscribe. It's been your girl, Lala the girl, and I'll hope to catch y'all in another video, or in the next video. Everything, like my Instagram or my TikTok, Snapchat, probably not my Snapchat, but everything that y'all want to know is going to be down below in the description. So make sure y'all, I don't know what that was in the air, but make sure y'all go get that, because y'all want that, y'all need that. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time on the next video. I love y'all, and peace.
Y-E-S, yeah, I go hard, I'm probably the best, S-E-X, money, murder, you play with it, shoot at your neck, M-M-M, mayhem, murder and mad.